branch at him like a club. He grabbed it and wrenched her arm until the branch dropped to the ground. "You don't have time for this. I'm no threat to you, Teresa." She punched him in the stomach. He muttered a curse and swung her around and shoved her up the path. "I told you I was no threat. Get out of here. You have only a few minutes. I'll take care of Tantona and the others. Wait for me on the hill, and I'll look at that wound." She hesitated, only for a second, then took off running again. She didn't know what was going on, but it couldn't be worse than what she was facing now. He was a stranger, but strangers couldn't be any more dangerous than those people with whom she'd spent her entire life. "Mother, don't think of her. It hurt too much. Keep running." She heard a scream behind her, then a curse, then another sound that was like a grunt. Had Tantona killed him? The wet shrubs were striking her face as she ran up the hill. Get away! He had told her to wait, but he was probably a dead man. If he wasn't, he could be just as much a danger to her as the men who had shot her. She couldn't trust him. She couldn't trust anyone. "Damn it! Stop!" The stranger's voice behind her. "You're okay now. No one's chasing you. Correction, no one but me. Stop!" She kept running. 2 minutes later, he tackled her from behind and took her down. She rolled over, and her fist struck out and hit his mouth. Then she butted her head up and struck his chest as hard as she could. Dizzy. Her head was spinning, but she tried to do it again. He muttered a curse as he straddled her and pinned her shoulders to the ground. "I'm not going to hurt you, you little tarantula." "No, you're not," she said fiercely, and moved her head so that she could sink her teeth into his hand on her shoulder. He didn't move, but said through clenched teeth, "Get your fangs out of me, or I'll knock you out and explain later. Do you want me to prove that I'm not one of Kamano's errand boys? I will. No problem. Let's go down the hill, and I'll show you their bodies." She stiffened and removed her teeth from his hand. "That doesn't prove you're not just as bad." She was silent, looking up at him. "Did you really kill them?" He shrugged. "It was the only way to stop them. Kamano had given them orders. He would have taken you alive, but he'd be relieved if you were dead." "How do you know what Kamano wants or doesn't want?" "Not because I belong to his fine organization. He's as dirty a gangster as your father was before him. I don't give a damn about him." He met her eyes. "But I do give a damn about you. I want to help you." "Bullshit. I don't know you. Get off me." "Then let me introduce myself. My name is Andre Mandak. And I'll get off you if you promise you won't kick me in the nuts or run away. And if you let me take a look at that wound and stop the bleeding." "Why would you want to do anything to help me? I don't know you." "You've said that before. Maybe I'm just a good Samaritan." "Bullshit." "You've said that before, too. I know you're scared, but think. I saved your life. Why would I want to take it now?" "I don't trust you." "You don't trust anyone. Deal with it. I'm the only game in town." She stared up at him, then slowly nodded. "Get off me." He swung off her and helped her to her feet. "I'll take you to my car on the road and see if I can stop that bleeding and—" "I'm not getting into any car," she said flatly. "And how do I know that you really did kill those men who were after me? Maybe it's a lie to trick me." She started back down the hill. "I want to see them for myself." "Really?" He followed her. "Are you sure? Corpses aren't a pleasant sight." "I have to know if you lied to me." Her hand was holding the wound in her side. It was wet with blood. Pain. She had to keep on going. "If you work for Kamano too, I don't think you'd kill his men. It wouldn't make sense. So I might be able to trust you to—" "No, but maybe I could—" She stopped again. She wasn't thinking clearly. She whirled to face him. "But you took away that club I had. If you really want to help me, give me your gun, or something else to protect myself if you've lied to me." "What?" He shook his head. "I didn't expect that." He hesitated and